Hello, my dear students. Welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to discuss a beautiful poem, Mother to Son, written by Langston Hughes. Hi, dears. What can you see in this picture? Here, you can see the half of the smiley is so happy, but the other half is so sad. We can see tears rolling down. What can you infer from this picture? Yes, sometimes we all are happy, but at times life makes us sad too. So, this is what about life. We are happy at times, and at times it makes us sad. So, we can say life is like a book. Some of the chapters are very interesting and sometimes make us exciting and happy. But at times, some chapters are sad, but we can't escape from it. And dear students, who help you to be bold to face the challenges of life? Who support you when you get into a trouble? Yes, it's no one else than our mom, our mother. Mothers support all of us when we are in trouble. And she makes us to be bold to face the challenges in life. And here, in this poem also, Langston Hughes is saying how inspiring his mother was to him. So let's start the poem, Mother to Son. So before starting, let me say about Langston Hughes. He's a famous American poet and he has written this poem in a form of dramatic monologue. It got first published in a magazine Crisis in 1922, and he was an African American growing up in the early 1900s, and his family has experienced racism, discrimination, and slavery harshly. So let's start the poem. Well, son, I will tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal star. It has had stacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor bare. But all the time, I've been a climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I have still going, honey. I've still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal star. So this is the poem Mother to Son, written by Langston Hughes. So what did you understand from the poem? The poem comprises the thoughts of a mother whose life is surrounded by misery. However, she knows that the best means of combating these situations were her abilities to be strong. And while talking about her experiences, she says that her life has never been a crystal star. She says, see the second line, life for me ain't been no crystal star. So she says that her life has never been a crystal star. It has gaps. It has gaps in it. It was not a crystal star. You can see here in this picture a crystal star looking gorgeous, good looking. But she says her life was not such good looking. It was not so marvelous. It has had tax in it. Tax. And also, it has splinters in its way, sharp pieces of glass, sometimes pricking to our skin. So she says that her life was not a crystal stair, but it had gaps, splinters, and places without carpet. By this, she meant that her life was not in a good way. She had to face many troubles in her life, and she warned her son to follow her to push through life. Now, dear students, let's see which are the literary devices mainly used in this poem. We can see the use of symbolism. Symbolism is the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them symbolic meanings that are different from their literary sense. In this poem, life as being compared to a stair, and the staircase symbolizes hardships of life in this poem. That's how symbolism has been used in this poem. And the next one, we can see the use of metaphor. Metaphor, it's actually a figure of speech in which implied comparison is made between objects different in nature. Here you can see life has been compared to a stair. Actually, those two objects are comparatively different, are fully different. There's nothing common in between them. But the poet has made use of an extended metaphor to compare mother's life to a staircase throughout this poem. Life is a stair. And you can see one another sentence making use of metaphor. Life is a journey. Here, see, we can see some sentences describing a mother. Here also the use of metaphor can be seen. My mom is a candle. Mom, you are the sunset and I am the waves. So here we can see an implied comparison is made between the objects different in nature. So going through this poem, let us discuss the message we got from the poem. So what did you get from this poem? Run when you can. Walk if you have to. Crawl if you must. Just never give up. So that's the main message conveyed by the poet in this poem. If you fall behind, run faster. Never give up. Never surrender. And rise up against the odds. So, my dear students, never give up in your life. Even when you have to fight hardships in life, be bold and face it because we need to achieve our goals. So I wish all of you to face the challenges boldly and to move on until we reach the goal. Thank you.